Hello, today we are going to discuss about wireless standards. As far we have discussed about IEEE 802.11 standard. So now we are going to discuss about its updated version. So in this we will learn about the wireless standards like IEEE 802.11b, IEEE 802.11a and so on. So let's first start with the first standard, that is IEEE 802.11. That gives a brief discussion about this. So this standard was developed in 1997 and it used the frequency band that is 2.4 gigahertz. We have read that IEEE used the two bands, that 2.4 gigahertz and 5.0 gigahertz. But IEEE 802.11 using only one band, that is 2.4 gigahertz, and it used the spectrum technique or the modulation technique, that is DSS, that is direct sequence spread spectrum, and FHSS, that is frequency hopping spread spectrum. It means it modulates the signals by using these two techniques, and its wireless range up to 300 feet, and it supports the speed up to 2 Mbps. So device using the standard IEEE 802.11 only give the speed of 2 Mbps. So now we will discuss about its updated version, that is IEEE 802.11b. So this standard gave the data rate or a speed up to 11 Mbps, and it range up to 300 feet. So it ranges up to 300 feet, and it used the spread spectrum or the modulation technique, that is direct sequence spread spectrum, and it also used the same frequency that is used by the IEEE 802.11, that is 2.4 gigahertz, as this is a crowded frequency and it cause the signal interference. So this is the drawback of these standards, this standard was widely adopted because it gave the speed of 11 Mbps. And its updated version was IEEE 802.11a, which used the frequency band, that is 5.0 gigahertz, and this frequency band reduced the chance of interference from the devices such as telephones and the micro ovens. So this standard support the speed up to 54 Mbps, and it range lies up to 150 feet, and it used the modulation technique, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, that is OFDMA. And next, its updated version was IEEE 802.11g, and it used the frequency band, that is 2.4 gigahertz, that is used by IEEE 802.11 and 802.11b, and it used the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing modulation technique, that is OFDMA, and it all range also lies up to 300 feet, but its speed is increases, that it supports the speed up to 54 Mbps. So the device which are using this standard support the speed up to 54 Mbps. And this device is compatible with IEEE 802.11b. It means the device which is using this standard, that is IEEE 802.11b, and the device which is designed according to the standard of IEEE 802.11g, they can communicate with each other. The next standard is IEEE 802.11n. So this band support the frequency band either 2.4 gigahertz or 5.0 gigahertz. So it, according to the compatibility, it choose the frequency band, and it also follows the frequency technique, multiplexing technique, that is OFDMA, orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. It sends the packet over the subcarriers, and it supports the speed up to 600 Mbps, and it transmits the signals in different ways, 3 different ways, that is legacy, mixed and greenfield. So in this, the legacy mode, it transmits the signals in different modes. So first is legacy mode. So in this, the WAP, that is wireless access point, send out separate packets for legacy device. Mean for different device it sends the different or separate packets. Then is mixed mode. In this mode, it is often called that it also known as high throughput or 802.11 AHT or 802.11 GHT. So in this, the WAP sends special packet that support the older version or the previous versions. And the next is the greenfield mode. In this, the WAP will only process the 802.11 and frame. It means it only supports the devices which are using or which are designed according to IEEE 802.11 and standard. So this means it is compatible with the previous version, that are IEEE 802.11b, IEEE 802.11g and IEEE 802.11n. So these are the compatibility of the standard, and it implements a new feature, that is the multiple input and multiple output, that is MIMO. So this is a antenna technology in which the multiple antennas are installed at source and the destination side. So the MIMO technology is used to minimize error and increase the data speed. So this is the new feature which is added in this version. The next version is IEEE 802.11 AC. So this technology uses the frequency band, that is 5.0 GHz, and it's use the multiplexing technique, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing techniques, to send the packet in the network. So this speed which is supported by these devices is 1 Gbps, and it is compatible with the devices that are using IEEE 802.11a standard, and it includes a new feature, that is multi-user MIMO, that is MIMO. So in this, it gives a wireless access point, that is WAP, the ability to broadcast packet to multi-users at the same time. It means it can broadcast the packet to the multiple users at the same time. So this is the feature which is added in the updated versions of the IEEE. So this is all about the wireless standards. Thank you.